Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to the Fangoria Movie Challenge. Now, this is what the segment I'm doing with my good buddy Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to not only watch but review all 101 movies that Fangoria thinks we should have seen. Today is Mother's Day, and it's most fitting that we do this film now, and that is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is a 1980 film which runs approximately 91 minutes and is written and directed by Charles Kaufman. Now, he did Jakarta, When Nature Calls, and The Love-In Arrangement. This stars Nancy Hendrickson as Abby. She was in The Returning, and she did some television. It also stars Deborah Luce as Jackie. She had nothing to her credit. And Tiana Pierce as Trina. She was in The Concrete Jungle, and she did some television. Now, the budget on this film was $150. I mean, $150,000. There you go. And was shot for $115,000. Where did the rest of the money go? I don't know. Now, a small disclaimer on this. I have reviewed this for my channel before, and I kind of got out of the way all the pertinent information, other than the fact that they actually found a real dead body in the house that they filmed in before they started filming the film. But they filmed it anyway in that house. Yay! Okay, like I said, I have reviewed this before for Slashback, and this is going to happen occasionally. There are a few movies that I have already reviewed in this Fangoria challenge. We haven't gotten to them yet. This is the first one, but I do have something more to add. So I will put the link to my original Slashback review, because I did this for Slashback last year. If you're interested in watching it, personally, I'm going to tell you everything here I told you there, but I do have something to add to it. This, of course, is about two brothers and a mother who live in the woods. Adley, Ike, and Mama. And they're deranged killers, basically, backwoods killers. Three girls who are going on a trip to kind of remember their college days, just to be together. End up getting kidnapped by this family and tortured, raped, and in some cases killed. I'll get that all out of the way. Now, I do have a story to tell about this, and all of these films, since I'm a little older than most of the people on YouTube, yeah, I have a story about a lot of these. When I was young, our grocery store nights were Thursday, and I used to go with my mom to the grocery store every week. And we used to go to a place called Pantry Pride, which is no longer in business. I do believe it got bought out by either ShopRite or Superfresh. I can't remember. One of the two. So we used to go to the grocery store every Thursday. We had certain rituals that we had in our family. Store night was soup and sandwich night, of course. We had a chicken night, and blah, 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 blah. But when I went to the store with my mom, of course they didn't sell movies there, because this was before, it wasn't before VHS, but it was before movies were available to guys like us. They costed anywhere from $80 to $120 for a single videotape. I kid you not. But when we went to the grocery store, they of course had this aisle with magazines and books. And when all of these movies would come out, I would see them in the Sunday paper, of course, in black and white, glorious black and white, with the ads and the cover art seen here, which is actually one of my favorite of all time. I love this. I love the half mama and half skull face and the head in the box. But in this magazine and book aisle, they used to come out with the paperbacks to Mother's Day, The Funhouse, Friday the 13th, Halloween. I just remember from my younger days not only being able to see them in the video stores and being lost in the horror aisle for many minutes, sometimes hours, but in the grocery store while my mother was picking up stuff, like say at the deli, because it was usually by the deli, wasn't too far from it, I would look at these paperback books with these amazing covers on them of movies that I've always wanted to see. And this was one of them. And I wish I would have bought these paperbacks or begged my mom for them. Of course, she wouldn't have bought them for me, but I just wish I would have bought them because they're probably worth money now. Um, just to look at the covers and to see what could be in these films was just an amazing part of my youth and what really got me into horror. The horror section, the horror books, the visuals, the covers, everything that we've come to love about horror. This is what got me into it. Now, my recommendation this week, now that I've babbled on for a while, is going to be the remake. I am a big fan of the Mother's Day remake. It is a remake that takes the source material and uses it, but does something different with it. It's the same, but it's different, and it's modernized. And I love the remake. I think um, Rebecca De Mornay is fantastic in this as Mama. It's just an amazing film. Do I like it better than the original? I don't know. I'm very up and down with the original. This one has been steady the entire time. I've always thought it was amazing since I first saw it. This one I like more. Sometimes I watch it than other times that I watch it. When I watched it with Joe, I had a great time with it. And I think this is directly, it kind of pays homage to Deliverance, and it also is a little bit more inspired by Last House on the Left than it is the slasher movies because, this is 1980. Slasher movies were just starting to catch on because of Halloween and Friday the 13th. And actually, Joe told me that Mother's Day came out a few months after Friday the 13th. So it's interesting to see the similarities and the differences. So, yeah. But yeah, this is my recommendation. This is a fantastic film. This is also a fantastic film and deserves to be on the Fangoria Challenge. Don't forget to catch Joe's review of Mother's Day and see what he picks. I'm very curious to see what he's going to pick. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.